House Majority Whip Tom Emmer joins us this morning. All right, Congressman, do you think the big tent strategy will work for the Democrats when you pack them all into the tent?
I tell you what, we saw this when Ken Martin, a fellow Minnesotan, was elected to be the chair of the DNC, Stuart. You might remember that. If you would have looked at the picture of him at the podium, the island of misfit toys standing behind him was never going to come together. I agree with our speaker, Mike Johnson, there is a war going on in my grandfather's Democrat Party right now. And, you know, whether it's the Kentucky governor or it's David Axelrod, who don't seem to see a problem, are they just saying that because they do see the problem and they don't want to sound the alarm through the media? You saw it last night in Florida. You saw Vindeman, the preferred candidate of Chuck Schumer, spend $9 million against a DSA candidate who spent a tenth of that. And guess what? He lost. This is the battle. I would also suggest, Stuart, that the young people that you were showing before this at the beginning of this segment, remember, they don't have the touchstones that people in my generation have when it comes to socialism. I mean, they're talking about how the older Democrats are out of touch. Is it possible that older Democrats remember Ronald Reagan telling Gorbachev to tear this wall down? Is it possible the older Americans are aware of what happened in Cuba with the Castros, what happened in South America, more recently what happened in Venezuela? I mean, these are touchstones that this generation does not have, and we've got to do a much better job, Republicans and Democrats, of not only educating but addressing their concerns.
Well, House Speaker Mike Johnson, he's predicting that the Republicans will defy history in the midterm elections. Watch this. We seem to have a problem with that.
I'm absolutely convinced we're going to defy the historic trend and keep and grow the House majority for Republicans. The Democrats are in almost an open civil war right now. You see communists actually running for Congress. Marxists are inside the gate. America is not down for that, and I'm so grateful we have common sense on the ballot. This really is a contrast election between common sense candidates like Governor LePage and crazy, and that's what the other side represents.
Sure, you have to agree with that, Tom. I do understand that, but why do you think, look, we've got $4 gas, the war drags on, President Trump is personally not that popular. Why do you think history is going to be different this time around with all that in the background?
Well, first off, the House doesn't drive that national message, Stuart. The House is 435 seats. Each seat has its own geography, the way it's drawn, and each piece of geography has unique demographics. What we have learned in the last few cycles on the Republican side is you need the candidate or the incumbent to look and sound, be from the district. And then you need to know what the issue or issues are that actually drive your voters out of the House to vote in November. And you just got to have enough money to get that done. We've been doing this now since the 2018 cycle. Go back to 2018, Trump's first midterm. Do you know, Stuart, that there were over 20 Republicans who were in seats that Hillary Clinton had won in 2016? And if you add up the gross vote totals across the country from that election where we lost 40 seats, the difference was about 120,000 cumulative votes between losing those seats and staying in the majority. So it's already very equally divided. And the difference mechanically, this is what I'd add to what the speaker said. The map this time, there's over 20 Democrats who are in seats that Donald Trump won. There are only 9 Republicans who are in seats that Kamala Harris won, and 4 of those are in California. We're picking up a seat in Maine. We're picking up a seat in Missouri. We're picking up a seat in Tennessee. We're picking up a seat in Alabama. You just saw last night in Florida, there's going to be gains in Florida. And then forget the map for a second. What Mike didn't talk about is what is the message on the other side. It's just affordability, but they're doubling down on things that are so unpopular, like gender reassignment surgery for all, and biological men competing with biological women. These are not mainstream issues, and I'll leave it at this. The top 50 cities, dense urban areas in this country, in a nationwide vote, account for somewhere under 25% of the total vote. Okay? But those are the people you're hearing from right now.
That's true.
The rest of the country, I believe, is common sense, which is exactly what our speaker is talking about.
80-odd days to go. Tom Emmer, thank you very much for joining us, sir. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you.